What's up, guys? Today in this video, I'm going to discuss one of the errors that we are facing when we are installing RStudio and when you are going to open the RStudio. So we will understand that thing from the beginning. So here I'm going to install RStudio from the beginning. So first of all, I will type here RStudio download. So just RStudio. And from post, we can download the RStudio. So RStudio desktop, and here you can see we can install RStudio here. So I just click RStudio. Now it will be taking some time to uh, download the RStudio. We'll wait until that, and after that I will explain what is happening here. This issue can be occurred in many Windows operating systems. Normally, this will be happening in, uh, I believe that this is mainly happening in Windows-based operating systems because, and also it is Windows 11. Also in Windows 10 operating systems also can be occurred. This is actually compatible issue. That means when we are going to install the latest version, that means the latest released RStudio, your operating system and the RStudio software, there can be an compatibility issue. That is mainly because of the drivers. When you do not upgrade your drivers in your system for a long time, this can happen. And also not because of that, in some cases this can be happening because of the your virus guard and the firewall protection of the system, because in some cases that firewall does not allow you to install the RStudio properly, some of the packages of the studio properly. That's why you cannot open this thing properly. So then when we are having this problem, the best option is you can go to the earlier stable version, because that version is the latest version is not that compatible until you are having a latest update of this one. You can use one of the older versions. So we'll see, we'll understand what is this issue, and after that we will fix this issue by using our older version. Okay, guys, now it is downloaded. So what I'm doing is I will be double click this one and I will install it normally in the way that we are installing the software. So I will put it here, yes, and do next, and also the things. Now it is getting installed. That is there is no magic here. We are normally installing like the normal software. But until it is what we call getting installed, I will download or we'll wait until this is installing, because it will not take that long time. After that, we'll see what we can do after that. Right. Okay, I will put it finish. Then I will download this R as well, because R is the programming language that we are using for here. So download R for Windows, that is the latest version. So we can move to this base and we can download R 4.23 for Windows, that is the latest version of the R software. R is a programming language and mainly using for statistical analysis. R and Python both can be used for statistical analysis, but R may have more visualization features than the Python. Python is normally we are using for machine learning purposes. So when we consider R and Python, there are some merits and demerits as well. Mainly Python, it has very rich libraries for machine learning and the deep learning tasks. But R that is for statistical analysis and the visualization parts. Okay, it has very rich libraries. And when you consider about the domains, for bioinformatics domains, R has very rich set of libraries compared to Python. Okay, Python is general purposely, it will be having very rich libraries for machine learning and the deep learning tasks for every domains. But when we specify a domain like bioinformatics, R is much better than Python for that sort of analysis. But when we move to the prediction stuffs, that means when we want to use machine learning parts, then we have to go for Python. Uh, Python is much better in machine learning tasks. So we have downloaded the R as well. Now we will double click this R software and we can install it as the way we have installed RStudio. So we will put like okay, and the next, and it is already existed. That means I have already installed that one, but I will put it like yes because I want to explain this thing to uh, you from the beginning. So next, now it is getting installed. That means even they are already existing R software also, they are not asking us to uninstall that one. That means it will automatically override the things. That means replace the things and get the new one there. Right, then we can finish. Now what I want to do is I can move to my RStudio. Now it is here, RStudio. Just go to the start and see RStudio. Now if I try to open this one, you can see this one. This is the problem, guys. Choose now. Here is this type of menu is coming, and there are several set of what we call our softwares, but here this does not allow it to move up and down. But here you can do like this because these things I have downloaded these uh, earlier versions of R. But now if I put here and if I just okay this one, it will be telling like an error occurred while attempting to load the selected version of R. That means it does not work for that one. We will see. I have already now. I face this problem because of that. I have installed several previous versions of R. So this is R 4.22 is a previous version of R. So if I try to put it there, that also make the same error. And here now that also the same thing 4.10, that also the same thing. That means this is not only because of the RStudio, the version of the R also occur for this one. That means we have to, now I have installed several previous types of R software and the latest RStudio software. Now it does not work. And I have seen by using the control key, and if you, in some resources it has told like by pressing the control key and it will allow to navigate here and there, but it does not allow. No, here you can't go up and down. So if the case is like this, say what you have to do, you have to first uninstall this RStudio because it is the latest version. That latest version does not work here. So you have to uninstall that thing first. And after that, you want to install the previous version of the RStudio. And you have to have the old version of R as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall this one. I will come here and right click and uninstall this one. You see, yeah, here is the RStudio. What I want to do is I will uninstall this one or put it here like this. Now it is getting uninstalled. So I will click uninstall here. Now it is getting uninstalled. Okay, after it is done, what I want to do is I want to go to find out the earlier version of the RStudio, and I want to download it, the previous versions of the RStudio. Now I move this one. What I want to do is I will be moving to find out the previous versions of the RStudio. Uh, and I found this RStudio 1.4 1770 that will be working. So you can just find out this one RStudio previous version. That means RStudio 1.4 1770. It is one of the older versions. That means just before some months ago it has released. So 1.4 1717 RStudio. You can come to this one, and here you can see the exe file for Windows RStudio 1.4 1717, and you can download and you can install. I have already downloaded this one, so that is here. So what I'm doing is I will install this one. I will be coming to here. You can just double click and install that one, but I want to show where is it. This one. I will double click and install this one. Right, the same manner. Next, and installing that one. Now that older version of the RStudio will be installed to my system, and also you have to install R as well. For R, I have taken 4.10 R package, 4.10 R package. So with this RStudio, that means RStudio 1.4 1717 you have to install, and together what you want to install, you have to install the R version. The R version is R 4.10. This package, R 4.10 package, that version you want to install. If you install those two, then if you go to your system, RStudio, what will happen? We'll just go and see what will happen. Now you can see, now it is going to load. Yeah, now you can see RStudio is getting open. That means now it has fixed that error. The reason for this error was the compatibility issue with your system and the latest RStudio and the R software compatibility issue. So remove that one. You can have all the versions, and after releasing a latest version in the future, that issue will be over. That will be over. Right. Thank you very much, guys. I think this will be helpful to you.